Hey, what is going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys 15 Apple Watch settings that you should change on WatchOS 6 in order to get better experience on your Apple Watch, of course, better privacy, better performance, as well as a better battery life on your Apple Watch. These are settings that are very important, and of course you should watch and be very careful on how you configure them on your Apple Watch. Now, of course, these settings can be changed out of the Apple Watch settings app, but just a couple of them have to be changed from your iPhone because there's no way to change them directly on the Apple Watch. Anyways, let's get started. Here are 15 Apple Watch settings that you should turn off on your Apple Watch. Starting off with the first one is background app refresh. Now this one is very important on your Apple Watch as it is on your iPhone. Now background app refresh will keep the apps refreshing and downloading stuff in the background. So of course that will consume battery, will consume data as well. Now what you want to do is go to General and go to background app refresh. Here we'll have a kill switch for background app refresh where you can completely disable it, but of course you don't want to do that because you might have some apps that you want to leave refreshing in the background. What you need to do is just scroll down, and here we'll find a list of all the apps that you have installed on your Apple Watch. Now what you can do here is just go ahead and disable background app refresh for any of the apps that you don't want to leave it on. So you will have all the apps here, you just turn it off for the apps that you don't need background app refresh. And just below background app refresh, you will find wake screen. Now if you go here, you will find a few different ways that you can wake up the screen of your Apple Watch. Now the first one of them is wake screen on wrist rise. Now that's of course very useful. You don't have to touch your Apple Watch, just rise your wrist and it will be turned on. But most of the times when you're just moving around, moving your hand around, it will turn on the screen when you don't really need to look at your Apple Watch. So what I suggest you do is go ahead and turn this off, and of course that will save a ton of battery. Lower here we'll also find on tap wake screen for 15 seconds or 70 seconds. Now what this does is that when you tap on the screen when it's off, it wakes the screen of your Apple Watch, and then with this you decide how long the screen will stay on. So if you choose 70 seconds, your Apple Watch will wake the screen and stay like that for 70 seconds, and that of course will consume a ton of battery. I don't believe you take a look at the watch for 70 seconds, you take a look at it and you're done, then you don't need it to be on. Of course, you will save a lot of battery by choosing 15 seconds. Going back to the settings app, you will find here display and brightness. Now here what I suggest you do is turn down the brightness of the screen of your Apple Watch. Now here I have it at 2, so you will have 3 different levels. I have it at 2 because of the video, because I need it to be here so it's correct with the lighting. Otherwise I keep it at 1, and that's really all I need. That's basically, you will see everything. It's not dark on the sun or anything. You keep it at 1 and you're good to go. If you keep it at 2 or at 3, that will of course brighten the screen a lot, and that way your battery will drain really fast. So what I suggest you do here is go ahead and turn down the brightness to level 1. The next Apple Watch setting I suggest you turn off is found under accessibility, so go to the accessibility section, and right here we'll find chimes. Now what this does is that it will basically send you a haptic feedback on your wrist like every hour or 15 minutes, however you choose. So you enable it here and you go to schedule, you will have hourly, 30 minutes and 15 minutes. Basically it just tells you when an hour has passed by sending a vibration to your wrist. What that does, of course, it consumes battery. Vibration consumes a lot of battery, so make sure you turn off chimes. Under the Siri section, you will find here a few different ways you can invoke Siri on your Apple Watch. Of course, you will have listen for Hey Siri, you will have Rise to Speak, there it goes. You will have Rise to Speak and press Digital Crown. So what I suggest you do here is go ahead and turn off Hey Siri. So listen for Hey Siri, just go ahead and turn it off because it will just go off all the time, like you saw it right there, and basically most of the time you might not even need it. and of course it will always stay in the background trying to listen for that command in order to invoke. And then you will have rise to speak, so you just might casually raise your wrist and it will invoke Siri. So you don't want to do that, of course. That will consume CPU power as well as battery from your Apple Watch. So make sure you turn these off, and then you will have the option here to simply invoke it using pressing and holding the digital crown on your Apple Watch. Lower here you will also find the settings for the App Store. If you click here, you will have a few settings. The first one is automatic downloads. The second one will be automatic update. Now, what these are similar to the iPhone, they will basically automatically download stuff from the App Store, like app updates and also new apps that you might download on your iPhone. They will be automatically downloaded to your Apple Watch. Now, of course, that's very convenient having everything on automatic right there. You don't need to worry about updating your apps or installing the new ones or anything. You just have your Apple Watch do it without having to take any actions at all. But of course, sometimes you maybe have like low battery on your Apple Watch and you need that battery, and that will happen. That of course will consume a ton of battery. Downloads in the background will consume battery as well as will consume data. So you want to go ahead and turn these off. So of course then you can go ahead and download apps and also updates once you have a ton of battery on your Apple Watch and have your Apple Watch connected to your Wi-Fi network. The next setting I suggest you should turn off on your Apple Watch is power saving mode under the workout settings. So at the bottom of the settings app you will find workout, and you have this option basically to save battery while you're working out. And what this will do is that it will basically disable, if you enable this, it will disable the heart rate sensor during workouts and running. Of course you don't want to do that, then why keep an Apple Watch? This is why we keep it, to monitor our heart rate and of course our health. Go ahead and turn this off right here so that the heart rate sensor will work even when you're working out or running. The next settings you want to check out on your Apple Watch and change, of course, are found under privacy. So if you go to privacy, you will find here Bluetooth and microphone. Now if you go to Bluetooth or microphone, you will see there apps that have access to your microphone on your Apple Watch and iPhone as well. Now of course you want to turn off microphone access and Bluetooth access for any app. So basically when you install like a new app, you just click OK and maybe accidentally give access to your Bluetooth or microphone. If you want to turn that off, of course you want to do that, you go ahead and go to privacy, go to Bluetooth or microphone, and you will have to switch that off. But as you can see, they are like grayed out, and you can't do that from the Apple Watch. You will have to go to your iPhone and go to privacy, and from here go to microphone or Bluetooth, and from here you can go ahead and change those settings both for your iPhone and your Apple Watch as well. The next couple settings you want to turn off on your Apple Watch are found under privacy, and then scroll down you will find here analytics and improvements. You will have here share iPhone and Apple Watch analytics as well as share with app devs. So you want to turn these off. Both of these you want to turn them off, but you cannot do them from your Apple Watch. What you need to do is go to your iPhone, go to privacy, go to analytics and improvements, and turn them off from here. So you will have here share iPhone and watch analytics, turn that off, as well as of course you want to turn off right here share with app devs. From here turn that off, and both of them will be turned off on your Apple Watch as well. So the only way to control this is by going ahead and turning them off from the privacy section and analytics and improvements on the settings app on your iPhone. And last but not least is improve Siri and dictation. Now what this does is just basically help Apple improve Siri and dictation by allowing to store and review audio from your Siri and dictation. Now of course that will take CPU usage, of course will also consume battery as it's doing all the process in the background. What you want to do is go ahead, turn this off, and you're good to go. So that is it for this video, guys. These are 15 Apple Watch settings that I suggest you should turn off. As I said at the beginning of the video, make sure to turn these off in order to get better performance, better battery life, as well as better privacy on your Apple Watch. Of course, these settings can be changed on WatchOS 6. Most of them you will find on earlier WatchOS versions as well. So that's basically it for this video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and also don't forget to subscribe for more Apple Watch videos. And I will see you guys on the next one.